Rocket Man, how appropriate for our next guest. Our next guest, well, he's Captain America, but he's here to talk to us because he is also Buzz Lightyear. That's a pretty good combo there. You know him from, of course, in the Avengers, also know him from Knives Out, but he is joining us now. Chris Evans, the man himself, joining us from Boston to talk about Lightyear. Chris, good to see you, my man. How you doing?
Likewise. How are you? Very well.
We are doing great, and so much buzz, if you'll allow that, happened recently because there was a clip of you in an interview. You were in Boston, which is your hometown, and your Boston accent kind of slipped out. Now, what was that about, and how often do you kind of go back and forth accidentally?
You know, now I've seen the clip. I didn't think it was that bad. I don't really have that bad of an accent. My family has it much worse than I do. But, you know, certain words, I suppose, it just creeps out.
Can you park the car?
Yeah, I can park the car.
There it is.
I knew it. So word is you're a big Disney fan. Kind of have to say
That's
you
right.
are right now, at least. What would you tell, and I'm assuming you saw Buzz Lightyear 27 years ago.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just curious what that's like for you full circle now to actually take on that iconic role.
I mean, it's a little intimidating, but really more than anything, just very humbling. I mean, I'm a massive animation fan, massive Pixar fan. I have been my whole life, so I don't know if I would have believed this. My younger version would have just been pinching himself.
Well, let's take a look at you doing it.
Hey, listen, Socks, buddy, I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit the rack.
Of course. I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls.
No, white noise is fine.
Very well.
Good night, Socks.
Good night, Buzz.
So did you get any advice from Tim Allen, the original Buzz?
No, I never got to meet Tim. But I mean, I certainly studied what he did in those movies. I mean, Tim Allen is Buzz Lightyear. What he did in those movies is so iconic and so loved, and I'd be a fool to not incorporate some of his choices in this role. Luckily, the character in this movie is the human version that the toy is based off of, so it makes sense to have a little bit of overlap, luckily for me. But yeah, what Tim Allen did is pretty untouchable.
You talk about Buzz Lightyear as iconic, Captain America iconic. How do you go about approaching these two very and certainly important roles? But do you bring certain things to both? Do they have similarities? But this is a pretty big deal for you to be playing both of those.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it can be a little overwhelming at times, but I think it's important to remember that there's the fan base for both those characters has an idea of who the character should be, and you have to acknowledge that has to go into the role. You can't work on these characters in a vacuum, because that fan base is why these movies get made. So you have to honor that.
And Chris, the last time we talked to Lizzo, she said she was nervous that you were going to block her if she kept saying your name. So she said she wasn't going to say your name until you said her name. I'm gonna give you the floor.
So sounds like you're saying her name. No. I get asked about her quite a bit. I mean, listen, she's phenomenally talented, and I know people are talking about some sort of collaboration. I would need about 10 more years of piano lessons to even hold a candle in her world.
You keep saying her and she, though. I'm just saying. Who are we talking about?
You. Nice try.
Oh, you trying to, I see what you're doing there.
You are going to be collaborating again with Scarlett Johansson and Artemis. That's pretty exciting.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this will be our 57th movie together, I think.
Well, at least you didn't even say her name. I was like,
You guys are just setting traps all over the place.
And you didn't fall for a single one of them. It's like you've been doing this a while, Chris. It is so good to see you, my man. Congrats on everything. We know you're going to see. We're going to see you down the road. All right.
Thanks so much. Take care, guys.
And of course, Disney Pixar's Lightyear in theaters tomorrow.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.